welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my experience being pregnant, first trimester. And this is going to be part of, sorry if I'm burping a lot, I'm still pregnant at this point, and most times I'm just exhausted from talking, so pardon me if I burp a lot. So how this is going to work is that I will divide the videos into three: the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. Okay, so let me start from when I found out that I was pregnant. I actually knew somehow. I just knew when I'd conceived. Don't ask me how. So we found out we were pregnant when I was 2 weeks or 3, just a few weeks, and yeah, we found out through a blood test, and it was, even though we were expecting and we had planned that we wanted to have a baby, it still came by surprise when you actually get pregnant and they tell you that you're pregnant. In fact, the way it happened was that when my husband went to get the results from the lab and we took it to the doctor, the lab result didn't say pregnant or not. They used their own terms, which he didn't read or he couldn't interpret, but he kind of knew. And so the doctor was like, is this your ow, I'm getting a kick, oh sorry. The doctor was like, so is this your first? And that's when we both looked at each other like, first what? And she said, this is your first child? And then I was like, oh, I'm pregnant? And she said, yeah, congratulations. Once you find out that you're pregnant, start using a prenatal. So the first 3 months, for people that don't get sick, man, congratulations. And then people that get sick throughout, I'm so sorry. Like, I was sick throughout the first 3 months. I slept a lot, and then I was vomiting. I would just vomit just like that. Anything could trigger it, whether or not there was food in my system. Most times when I eat, I will still vomit. When I brush my teeth in the morning, it's like a routine. Once I'm brushing, I'm just getting ready to rebrush my tongue because of the taste of the vomit. Oh yeah, something else that was interesting about my first trimester was my appetite. I had cravings. My first craving before we even found out I was pregnant was I wanted Fanta in the middle of the night. And we rarely buy soda at home. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, babe, I want Fanta. And he just dismissed it. He was like, okay, well, tomorrow we will get Fanta. And I got so mad. I said, you don't understand. It's not like I don't get that I can't get Fanta right now, but I don't like the fact that you are dismissing my need for Fanta at this time of night. He almost started laughing, but then he apologized. But he was looking at me like, really? Because of Fanta? Because I've never been like that, and I didn't even realize that that's one of the signs. And we were just talking about it the other day, about how I was asking for Fanta, and I wasn't even playing. Give me Fanta. In those 3 months, there was two weeks. 2 weeks in the 3 months where was it 2 or 3 weeks? I think about 2 weeks where I could not cook. I could not enter the kitchen to save my life. Like, I couldn't do anything that had to do with the kitchen. I couldn't even go and pick a cup. It was that bad. When my husband would leave for work in the morning, he would take out what I needed. I would just tell him, please help me bring this out, this out. He would bring them out. And I usually used to have snacks at home, like a cracker, some peanuts, and all that. So I would have stuff that I would eat, during the course of the day. But I could not, for the life of me, go into the kitchen to cook. I also could not stand the smell of food. I mean, I can smell it, but I wouldn't eat out of that food that was being cooked. So that was something else that was that I had to deal with in the first trimester. The first 3 months, yeah, I gave in to my cravings, but then not completely. Towards the end of the first 3 months, I was like, you know what? I can't eat everything I crave. You know, I'll be spoiling myself. I'll be making the baby picky, because I read that it's better to eat everything while you're pregnant. Don't be too picky so that your baby won't be picky when the baby comes out. Because if you're saying, oh, I'm not going to eat, I don't want to eat this vegetable, or this thing smells to me, or I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to eat it, that's why your baby's going to be picky when they come out. So you don't want that. And yeah, just try to eat everything. Of course, no bump, because all the clothes still fit, you're still just chilling, only you and your spouse knows about it. Later you start telling your family members, you start seeing people's reactions, but share that moment first. I think it's important to share the first few weeks of your knowledge of your pregnancy with your spouse. It's just a real good time, and it's never too early to start talking to your baby, even if it's a month, 2, 3. Yeah, start talking to the baby, start praying for the baby, start talking about the baby, start planning for the baby. They take 9 months to come, so you should have a pretty good plan by the time they're here, because 9 months, hey, it seems like a long time, but then it's short. But I can't really say it's short, because right now, as I'm filming this video, I'm in my 3rd trimester. I have 2 more weeks to go. That 2 weeks feels like 2 years. Let me not even lie. So yeah, that's how my 1st trimester went. Stay tuned, and in the next one I'll be telling you about my 2nd trimester. Bye.